Hey guys, this is Sweetz here, or now known as DWW Sweetz, but you can still just call me Sweetz. I just wanted to make a quick video, welcome all the newcomers to Brothers Co. And kind of give you guys the scoop of what to expect. We'll start going off with the history. History of Brothers Company, pretty much to sum it all short, is that we started off in a different clan. I actually started clashing in 2012 of 2000 December 2012. I want to say is when I started clashing. In my first year, I didn't tag nobody. I didn't even join a clan. I ended up joining a clan the following year with my brother. And then we were in a clan together. And then things fell apart, and then we ended up deciding at the end of it all, we ended up deciding to create Brothers Co. My brother ended up breaking his phone. He's not with Clash no more. He doesn't clash anymore, unfortunately. So I'm kind of by myself. Brothers Co. though, actually the name of it came from my furniture company, which you see the poster behind you, which is Brothers Furniture Company. Which don't get me wrong, it's not a big business. I'm the only employee. I'm the CEO and everybody in it, and pretty much what I do is just build chessboards and chess pieces for Games by James, and then I do small entertainment sets and stuff like that. So I do a lot of carving. I do a lot of bedroom sets, a lot of entertainment centers, and then kind of just rebuilding my own home. So brother, that's where Brothers Co came from the poster, pretty much right behind you. Um, and so what we'll do is we'll move on, talk about what Brothers Co is, what to do, and how to get promoted. So when you first come in, you come in as a member. To get elder, usually try to get 500 donations in right away. Be loyal, be active in your fights if you're fighting in clan wars, and don't be a town hall jumper. And you're gonna get elder right away. Um, and so that's pretty easy to get. When you get co-leader, that's kind of when you're kind of into the circle. Now, when MVP race starts, or when I get the leaders chair back in June, we'll talk about that later. But about the leaders chair and how it rotates. But when I get the leaders chair back in June, expect a lot more co-leaders through MVP race. Now, when MVP race finishes, that's when we shrink down and people get demoted back to elder, and then the co-leaders are the winners of the MVP race. And we rotate leadership chairs. And you've been with me for that long that you've gained that loyalty and that trust that if you're willing to take on the responsibilities of the leader chair, trust me, by the end of it, you're going to be wanting to give up the leader's chair. And so that's kind of how we run it. If anything does fail and someone doesn't want to give up the chair, or I lose the clash, always head over to Brothers Inc. Brothers Inc. is our backup account, it's our sister account. T-Bag is the leader of it right now. I'm going to try to keep that up and going as an emergency account. So if anything ever happened to Brothers Co., you head over to Brothers Inc. And that's with the period at the end, just like with Co. So now that we're done with that, let's talk about why we rotate leaders chair. I created the clan in June of last year, and I wanted to give up the leaders chair because you always got, the leader always has to be one of the, if not the highest, he's got to be in the top three of highest donations. And you got to be on every day, and I kind of just wanted a break. And I've been with some guys that, at that, that earned it, and that I feel like as soon as they got the leader share, they would understand that that'd be easy to give up too. And that's just what being a brother is. So those people who are co-leaders, those guys are the people who actually earn the title of brother. That's all that means. Once you make co-leader, you're a brother. You got the trust. And then after MVP race, if you don't make co-leader, probably the only reason is because you didn't win the MVP race. Next year we're going to be doing it a little bit different. I think I'm not sure of how we're going to finish the rankings and structures. I liked Ty's idea about switching leaders up this year. Not sure if it's going to work for next year's plan, but we'll see. We'll get to it when we get to it. Also, we've done MVP race one time, so there's one record in the history books for Brothers going MVP race. The last year's winner was High, and so High is definitely my second in command. He's the winner of the MVP race, and so he's definitely one of the best attackers we have. Now let's talk about MVP race. MVP race kind of started. MVP race kind of started when I got introduced to fantasy football. I love fantasy football. I thought it was really cool. But the thing is I'm such a homer. I cheer for the Vikings, and I would have all Viking players on my fantasy football team. So it just didn't really work out. But what I wanted to do is bring fantasy football to Clash, and that's something that I'm trying to do. Hopefully with updated video editing software if I ever get it, or figure out how to use it. On that fact. But the kind of the game plan with these videos was to have my Clash of the Clans screen on half of the screen, where you can see me battling or talking about you guys and looking at your names and your profiles or whatever, and maybe going through something like that. And then on this side, or maybe up in the corner, there would be a roster during the MVP race of what place you guys are in and what your point totals are. So that way you guys can kind of keep track of where you are each week, and then I can update it, talk about it. Kind of the fantasy idea of me was to kind of make it like a sports center kind of feel, where we would have like maybe like a bar scrolling underneath with your guys' rank, first, second, third, with your points on the end. And then that way you guys kind of know where you stand and what you need to get going through the MVP race. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I kind of just stopped videos, and all of a sudden I deleted them because when I wanted to make Brothers Company its own account, its own email, its own YouTube. Uh, I kind of wanted to make Brothers Company its whole thing, kind of its own everything. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get going on. I haven't had a lot of time. It's super busy, so please be patient. I know that I've given myself the deadline of June 25th to be ready with this. And so that is my goal. I'm gonna try to be ready for everything so that June 25th we're ready to roll. And I want it to look really good and really professional. So that's what I'm trying to do. In the meantime, though, we're gonna deal with this half-witted bullshit that we're doing right now in this amateur hour that I got going on. So stick with me through amateur hour, and then we'll get going. And then when June hits around, hopefully we got a lot of things going that it'll be definitely a lot bigger. If the video editing thing doesn't if the video editing thing doesn't work out, um, if the video editing thing doesn't work out, I always got my trusted whiteboard. So hopefully my whiteboard, I won't be writing all your guys' names and your point totals each week. Trying to get that going. So for the new guys MVP race, this is the points total. This is how I figure out your points, and then this is what gets added to your stats at the end of each week. After each week, 1 week is a grade period. So when after your award's done, you're starting a whole new week and graded on a whole different all brand new. So stay with me. 1 point for each star on offense gives you 6 stars. 2 points on defense gives you 6 stars. 1 point for donations. 1 point for leader's choice. That's only one person a week. So we're gonna have 2 teams this year, is what I believe, an alpha team and a bravo team. And so only one person from each of those teams will get the leader's choice. 1 point for most heroic and 1 point for best defend. And then what we're gonna try to hit is 20 wars. And then I'm gonna put that down before I spill any more things. I ended up spilling my freaking Coke all over my goddamn table here. So we're gonna just keep rolling through because I ain't making another video. This is my 3rd one in, and I know I already told you this is amateur hour, so stick with me. I'm gonna get this uploaded again to you guys. I just want to say, if you guys in Brothers Company, welcome. Again, this is Sweetz. I'm out. Can't wait for June, and we'll have a good time. Thanks, guys.